Unless you've been in a coma or living off the grid like the Unabomber for the last 5 years, you know who the Fine Brothers are. Even if you think you don't, there's almost no way you haven't stumbled across their videos in the suggested videos list on the side of literally any YouTube video, or seen their shit shared all over Facebook by your dumb relatives.
They're the guys behind Kids React, Teens React, Elders React, and all the other variations on that theme. And in just a few short years, they've built an online media empire by being family friendly and appealing to the lowest common denominator. They post at least one video a day, 7 days a week, and their videos get millions of views. They're a huge presence on YouTube and have even expanded to television with a Nickelodeon show called React to That.
For years, cynical, resentful people like ourselves have seen the Fine Brothers reaction videos as a lazy cash grab that capitalizes on easily impressed, weak-minded viewers. A dead horse that refuses to decay back into the earth regardless of how hard the Fine Brothers beat it. And despite that though, we never really had any real reason to publicly shit on it because whatever. These videos make some people happy, they're not hurting anyone, and for all we know, the Fine Brothers could be really nice people.
Well, last Tuesday everything changed after the Fine Brothers uploaded a video titled React Around the World? ? Special announcement. It features Benny and Raffi Fine in a rare on-camera appearance, explaining the next huge step for their company, Fine Brothers Entertainment, licensing out their formats and assets to anyone around the world who might want to make their own Kids React, Parents React, and so on.
They liken this to how the America's Got Talent format gets licensed out to various other countries around the world, with this being the first time anything like this has ever been done on the internet. It's groundbreaking. It's revolutionary. It's a moment that humankind will look back on literally 100 years from now. I believe they said that in the video. 100 years. Why aren't you excited?
Get excited!
Get excited!
Why aren't you excited? Well, it's probably because you aren't a complete idiot. Because what the Fine Brothers are pitching here as a huge opportunity for the global YouTube community is actually just a thinly disguised threat saying, we're sick and tired of people making videos that resemble our format, which we invented and which is totally unique to us. From now on, anyone doing so is gonna have to split their revenue with us or face the wrath of our lawyers.
And okay, they're not totally off base with this. Even though reaction videos are an entire vast genre, not at all confined to what the Fine Brothers do, there are channels that try to take advantage of the Fine Brothers' success by making videos copying the format of their videos, titles, and thumbnails in order to mislead viewers into thinking that they're watching something from the same content creators. Trademarks exist for this exact reason.
And side note, it's important to understand that trademarks and copyrights are two totally different things, because people have been using the terms interchangeably since the whole ruckus started. In the case of the Fine Brothers, copyright applies to the actual videos they make. Trademark applies to their logos, assets, show titles, and all-around branding. And I don't think anyone would argue with the Fine Brothers going after someone for trademark infringement if that person made a channel called The Fine Brothers with a Y and posted videos with content, titles, and thumbnails designed to look exactly like an actual Fine Brothers video. That wouldn't be a problem.
No, the problem comes down to the fact that the Fine Brothers have not only already trademarked stuff like Teens React, Elders React, etc., which are incredibly vague, but are currently attempting to trademark the word react, which is literally just a fucking verb.
Yeah.
And a common one at that, which all reaction videos across the entire internet would now have to be really careful about using, despite react being the most basic and generic English word to describe the genre of their video.
Now, what's worse is the Fine Brothers have already previously demonstrated what their definition of trademark infringement is. And boy, is it vague. Back in September of 2014, The Ellen Show aired a segment featuring host Ellen DeGeneres showing young children a bunch of old technology like typewriters and answering machines and trying to explain it to them. And the Fine Brothers reacted to this by acting like Ellen had completely ripped them off, telling their fans to flood the Ellen Show Facebook page with complaints and links to Kids React videos, and complaining about how Ellen didn't mention them or hire them to do the segment. Not cool!
Man! They've also gone after BuzzFeed a bunch of times for the same shit. Look at this response from the Fine Brothers to a BuzzFeed video called Teens Watch 90s Music Videos for the First Time. This is just going too far, BuzzFeed. Sad day for the web community. They clearly are not #Team Internet. Like, what?
You're not-
What?
Stop speaking for me! I I'm team internet. Not you, get out. So they literally think that any filmed interaction with a child that involves that child seeing something unfamiliar and responding as such is a violation of their trademark. Also, back in 2012, before the Fine Brothers had ever posted an Elders React video, a channel called Still Kosmos made several seniors react videos showing older people reacting to various newfangled things. In May 2012, that channel got flagged and struck into oblivion. And lo and behold, later that same month, the Fine Brothers debuted Elders React. Must be just a coincidence.
Yeah, and this was at a time when the Fine Brothers were definitely the standout channel within the reaction vid genre, but were by no means as huge as they are today. But clearly, they were planting their flag even then, going after anything infringing on their arbitrary definition of what their brand is.
Which is ridiculous, because what the Fine Brothers do isn't original at all. Kids React is itself basically a ripoff of Kids Say the Darndest Things, a TV show hosted by beloved comedian Bill Cosby that ran for 3 seasons in the late 90s, which was itself based on and licensed from a format that aired on Art Linklater's House Party, a radio and television show that featured kids reacting to shit starting in 1945.
When you go beyond Kids React to all of the other Fine Brothers React formats, shit gets even less original and more generic. YouTubers React is essentially the same thing VH1 did in the early 2000s with their I Love the 70s, I Love the 80s, I Love the 90s, Best Week Ever, all that shit, which featured moderately famous people reacting to and talking about various topics. Beavis and Butthead were reacting to music videos back in 1993. News shows have been bringing on talking heads to react to whatever the news of the day is since the dawn of television.
The definition is as broad as you could possibly get when it comes to content.
We're reacting right now.
It's true. Another thing, and I know we just told you about how copyright and trademark are different things, but so many of the Fine Brothers React videos revolve entirely around other people's content. It's crazy, and it's widely accepted that this kind of video is protected under fair use because it's commentary. But for the Fine Brothers to, on one hand, rely so much on other people's copyrighted work, and on the other hand, basically call anyone else making reaction videos a trademark thief is hypocritical as fuck.
Since the Fine Brothers uploaded their big announcement video, reaction across the internet has been swift and harsh. Reddit's R Videos subreddit has been dominated with posts related to the subject, and a Reddit Ask Me Anything thread that the Fine Brothers themselves posted so that they could clear things up for people resulted in them getting more downvotes than perhaps any Reddit user ever. This backlash prompted them to upload another YouTube video titled Update, where they again attempt to clear things up for people but fail miserably at understanding how the internet works and simply dig their hole deeper.
I've never felt so talked down to by someone my age who is in a sticky situation. Like, complaining that we don't understand, the community doesn't understand, that they didn't apologize at all.
No.
They apologized for you misunderstanding it.
Yeah.
So numerous people across the internet have complained that after posting videos of themselves reacting to the Fine Brothers announcement, they've received copyright takedown notices from Fullscreen, the multi-channel network that the Fine Brothers are affiliated with. And several lawyers have popped up offering legal support to people who feel like they've been unfairly targeted by the Fine Brothers legal team or fear that they might in the future.
Among larger YouTubers, creators like Mega64, Cyanide and Happiness, and CGP Grey have vocally and hilariously come out and reacted against the Fine Brothers. But among the colossally huge YouTubers, the ones that YouTube puts on billboards all around LA to prove that YouTube's legitimate, reaction's been a little bit more lukewarm. Basically, it's, well, let's just calm down, guys. Let's give the Fine Brothers the benefit of the doubt here. Let's see how this plays out.
Damn YouTube Illuminati. Why won't you let us in? Anyways, this all makes sense because these are the same brand safe motherfuckers that appear in the Fine Brothers YouTuber Reacts videos, and in many cases have been significantly benefited from being featured in them.
Yeah.
You don't bite the hand that feeds you, especially when that hand has accomplished the same mainstream crossover success that you're after.
And taking a step back for a minute, it's absolutely fucking hilarious that the Fine Brothers have accomplished the mainstream success that they have. Because their old stuff, the stuff that you probably won't be able to find a trace of on the internet, and definitely on their official YouTube channels, is first off, terrible in every way, but it's also really, really, really not kid-friendly.
Yeah, their old bread and butter used to be comedy sketches whose subject matter dealt exclusively with masturbation, incest, and rape jokes. And it's fucking terrible. The fact that the guys behind this unfunny trash went on to become millionaires thanks to family-friendly videos featuring small children is pretty ironic to say the least. But while those old videos are hard to track down, they still do post sketch comedy videos on their various channels. And it's not vulgar, but still totally unfunny, and gets only a fraction of the views that their React videos get.
So maybe we should just leave the Fine Brothers alone.
Leave them alone!
React is clearly the only good idea that they've managed to shit out in over a decade of shitting out internet video content. Do you really want to take that away from them? It's all that they've got.
It's their security blanket, and everyone needs one. Anyways, if you still have a problem with the Fine Brothers trying to trademark the word React, you may be in luck. Turns out, when you submit a trademark in this country, even after it's approved, there's an opposition phase, where the public gets 30 days to file paperwork opposing the trademark actually going through.
Now, if the Fine Brothers had simply waited a little while longer before making their big React World announcement,
Oh, but we were so excited!
their trademark application for the word React probably would have gone through unnoticed. But thanks to all this increased scrutiny, there's gonna be a lot of opposition to that trademark, and God willing, it probably won't actually go through.
Just don't start a change.org petition. That won't do anything.
No.
There's actual real avenues that you can take.
Yeah.
Anyways, in other small victories, the Fine Brothers have lost a ton of subscribers in the past week. While their channel has experienced positive subscriber growth of about 8,000 new subs a day for the last couple of months, since last Thursday, their number of subs has decreased by over 200,000, which is a lot of subs. Until you remember that these guys, they still have about 13 million subs.
God, can't
See, what
stump the fines.
What I say about this, though, is the people that are actively subscribing on this are active users who are engaged in the internet community. They actually are whatever they call hashtag Team Internet.
Right.
And the people that watch these videos are children and old people, which are the same people that participate in them.
Yeah.
So their bread and butter doesn't come from the 18 to 35 demographic for the most part. It comes from morons.
Still, it's not nothing. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed our React video.
Yeah.
For more videos where we react to other things happening in the world of entertainment, technology, and culture, subscribe to our channel.
Whoa!
And if you see anyone else on YouTube thinking that they can stand in front of a goddamn camera and talk about the news, and even state their opinions about it, let us know. Because standing in front of a camera and talking about things, it's our thing.
Trademarked.